What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Main Issues. I'm Al Taylor, also known as the Act 24 on all social media, here with the one, the only, the greatest, the Dragonborn, DJ Williams. What's going on, DJ?
What's up, Al? How your week been, man?
It's been pretty good. You know, I got my computer set up and everything.
Yeah, man.
PC Master Race.
I see that Incredible Hawk sitting over there.
Yep, I could do my TurboTax like a pro now.
TurboTax. Yeah, it's about to be playing that game and editing this podcast and hopefully streaming some gaming.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons you got it, streaming and
yeah, and hopefully eventually be able to stream this even.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll be able to hook everything up there. I'll figure out a way to have some kind of screen here just so I can control it from here, just to start and stop it or whatever, or look at, and I can look at chat on my laptop.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's like that's like a I don't know, episode 20 or something. What episode this? It's like 13, maybe 25. I don't
know. But first things first, why you look like somebody's daddy right now,
man?
it's the little sweater.
Man, I like this sweater.
It ain't a bad looking
sweater. I feel like this is my Mr.
It,
Rogers sweater.
It damn sure is.
I like this sweater. For real. This was
real Mr. Rogery over here.
Calm down. This was a gift now.
Again, I'm not saying it's a bad sweater. I'm just saying to make you look like somebody pops.
I like the sweater. I don't know.
I was expecting to see some kids running around in here when I came in. I was about to say, what? How long have I been asleep?
I ain't gonna talk about that. No, man, this is why she need to be here. She don't listen to podcasts anyway. Tiffany had me rolling. She had me rolling in the store. I was in the grocery store, a rare feat. I do not like going to
you can't stand
any kind of shopping.
You complain about that every time.
Any kind of shopping. I don't even like driving. I don't like driving to the store to do the shopping. So I got to drive.
You went in one day. Were we playing the game or something, I guess? And you was just going in about how much you can't stand driving anywhere. I was just like, well, shit, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. You was just like, oh.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most things I despise doing that I do almost every day. And it's like
you can't have my job.
It don't. Yeah, exactly.
You quit first day.
Yeah.
I gotta what? Huh?
I gotta drive here and there. Nah. Anyway, I was in the store and I text Tiffany. I was like, "Oh, what you need from the store?" She texts a couple of things. I don't know, eggs, something like that. And
wasn't no more Beyond Meat, was it?
Actually, I did pick up some Beyond Burgers. I'm trying to lean into it. That's another story though. And
I just go without.
when like a couple minutes later, she sent me another text like, "Oh, and get me some maxi pads." Ones.
Was this your first time doing this for her?
Yeah.
And y'all official now.
I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like the thin kind with the wings, or whatever they have available, whatever. I'm like, don't say whatever they have available, because I'm gonna bring the wrong thing.
Big mistake to tell the dude. Nah,
tell me the brand, whatever it is, and then, but it's like before. Well, after she said that and everything, that was when I asked her if she was serious about it, because we had just seen a meme the other day about that was like, the girl was like, I'm not asking him to get me no more no more tampons ever again. And it was like he sent her a text message saying, you feeling like an athletic warrior right now, or you feeling it was like different kind of brands, and they had all kind of things on them. It was funny. Man. So I thought she was joking like that.
Yeah. So
I was like, "Are you serious?"
Please tell me you gonna post that meme on the video.
Oh yeah, I find it. I'll find it.
If you still got it in your message.
I don't know. It might be copyrighted.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. I said, yeah, we don't want no shit.
Yeah, but she gonna text me back talking about, congratulations, you're not a father. She was saying that's why she needed the tampon.
Oh. That went right over my head. Oh, man.
I see that shit, I was like, what? I did not ask you all that.
Man, dude, when I used to work at Family Dollar, like every once in a while a guy would come in and have to buy some tampons and Tampax or pads, whatever the fuck. And for the girl, and every guy would say the same thing when I'm ringing them up. Oh, they're for my girl. Really? I thought they were for you. They always said, like, dude, you don't have to tell me that. I know. And I'm pretty sure if I was female, I still kind of know that they're not for you, that they're for your mama, your sister, whoever.
Right.
I don't know what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Most dudes, which I guess if I didn't work retail and I had to put them on the shelf so many times, I would probably feel some way about having to buy them, but dudes always feel some way about buying them things. Again,
I was in the aisle standing right beside women in there looking at the stuff, and like I even had to ask where they were, because I went to the pharmacy and was like, you know where I can get feminine products? And I goes, I don't know. I don't need to go down that aisle. And I looked at the pharmacy area. It wasn't in there. It was like, oh, it's the next aisle over. And went there. It was, a lot of choices. Yeah, but she said it didn't matter. So I picked up some thin ones with wings. And when I got it home, she seemed fine with it. So I guess I did all right.
Did she ask you for the receipt?
No.
Oh, okay. So she was fine with it. Hey, kudos, Calvin. No. Hey, kudos to Alfred.
Like, I didn't get the store brand, so.
Oh yeah. I think a lot of guys kind of feel like they like adult diapers or something. It just clicked in my head after what I said, because that's the only logical explanation I can give for why you would tell me these ain't for you. Now, if you bought some adult diapers and you brought them to the register and it wasn't for you, that'd definitely be something I would say, these ain't for me, these for my grandma. I ain't having no issues over here. You ain't gonna hear no crinkling when I walk off. So these ain't for me.
Man, I'd be like, yeah, I just left Chipotle. It's gonna be a long time before I get home. I gotta get on the road.
Amanda showed me a while ago. She probably sent it to you too. The Taco Bell toilet paper.
I don't know.
It would have been like a week or so ago.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah, she sent me something. I couldn't.
Bell toilet paper.
It was like some toilet paper and it had like Taco Bell logo on it. It looked
or like
the pack,
each,
the whole pack of toilet paper. I'm thinking
about Taco Bell logo on each sheet.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was fake. But you know how they get so good with these edits.
Oh yeah,
they look so good. Anymore. So yeah, no, you could not tell if it was fake. And I was like, that's fake, maybe, kind of, possibly. And she was just like, hey, at least they know what they doing to people's stomachs. Not mine. I don't know.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny if they had it up there, like you could buy it like at the Taco Bell, like on your way out.
Hey, let me get a roll of y'all toilet paper too. Yeah. Let me get a number 5 with one of your rolls, TP. All right, bet.
But what you been up to?
Well, as usual, I'm late. Mm-hmm. So I was late because
I wasn't gonna flame you for it, but since you said it, yeah, why you late again?
Well, truth of the matter is I'm black, so that's why. But no, it's not. I'm just bullshit.
Let's not reinforce stereotypes here.
But I was playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Oh.
Couldn't put it down. Couldn't put it.
Really?
Yeah, like when I texted you, I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize what time it was. My bad. And you stayed like, it's not too far from. I think it might take about 15 minutes for me to get here. But so yeah. So when I saw the time, I was like, ooh, shit, should have been left. But man, it's good. The fighting mechanics leaves a little more to be desired
in the Dragon Ball Z game. That's what's lacking,
right? But the thing is, this is supposed to be their take on action RPG. They have fighting games. They have always had fighting games. So it's kind of like if it does lack anywhere, this is where it needs to lack. We're not here predominantly for the fighting. We're here for the whole adventure. Because you don't have to, because it's just like any other action adventure or RPG. You don't have to do the main story. There's plenty of shit around to do. So, but now when I say
plenty,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even past the Saiyan saga yet, which is for anybody who don't know, that's when they first meet Vegeta. I'm not even past that part yet.
Yeah.
So actually, that's part of the reason why it took me so long to come here, because after each fight, it went straight to a cutscene and I couldn't save. So I had to get to a point where it let me do open world again, so I could actually save.
I hate that.
And
anytime it's going to be a long cutscene, the cutscene should, even if it's not a long one, you should save before the cutscene.
It might have, and I was thinking that because it has, has a little auto save logo, which I noticed it does like before every little cutscene or after most of the conversations. But I didn't want to watch all of that stuff that I already grew up watching and watched several other times after that. I don't want to see that again. I was just like,
and it's
Kyle will go have to wait. So I was like, you just gonna have to wait a minute. And it finally let me save, and then I was out the door. But man, yeah, but it's good. Now, when I say the fighting mechanics is lacking, I don't mean it's very bad. I just mean that if you play Dragon Ball Z Fighters, don't expect that out of this.
Right. And I know you running through it.
No.
No?
I ain't posting no reviews, no deep dive.
No. I meant like it's kind of easy. Because that's what I've been seeing. Like,
yeah,
watching,
it is.
Like all the gameplay, like I've been seeing is like everybody is like running through it, and they are surprised about it because they're not, championship gamers or anything.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It plays similar to Xenoverse, but Xenoverse is hard. This is easier than Xenoverse.
Yeah.
So I feel like they might have did that on purpose.
And there's no difficulty.
I didn't check.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised because usually most games are actually that at the beginning and it didn't say anything about it. But yeah, Xenoverse got hard sometimes. Like certain things they'd have you do, it just be like, Jesus Christ, how many times I have to do this? Because you keep losing. So this is easier than Xenoverse, but it's not. I don't know. It's not too easy to where you're not entertained. It's rough enough. So
you think they got some complaints about that or something? I don't even know. I don't even know who did this game. Everything. Actually, I don't even know the studio.
I know it's the same people that made the Xenoverse game. So it's because the same studio been making them the Dragon Ball Z games lately, which is good because they've been having a consistent level of quality. So because before. It was all over the place. One might be good, one might be great, one might be horrible. Mm-hmm. So, but it's pretty good.
I did hear that at least some of the people working on this game was working on the Final Fantasy VII remake before they revamped production, before they redid everything. So they left that project to do this, of which it's like it's kind of strange because I think they were asking more from them than they had planned on doing for the Final Fantasy game, and so it seemed like they would go into this project and maybe it would be, it would still be an open world RPG, but it stops at the Frieza saga or whatever. Okay. But this goes all the way through Boo.
Yeah. Like, that's another thing. I don't know if you remember Master Chief from PlayStation. He asked me, because he jumped on last night and sent me a party invite. So he was talking while I was playing. And he asked me how far the game went. And I was like, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it goes to Boo, but I don't remember. And if it didn't, of course they can add stuff. They're going to add DLC and whatnot, because they already offering the season pass.
And it's called Kakarot, but you don't play Goku the whole time.
You don't play with Goku the whole time, which I feel like that name is kind of misleading.
Yeah, it is. It is. So we're going through each storyline all the way to Boo, and
Goku's not there.
Spoiler alert! Goku is not necessarily there for all of it. So,
right. and it's another thing. And also, like, even if they could just focus on Goku if they wanted to, because even when he was quote unquote dead, even on the show, they showed what he was doing in the other world. There's no such thing
as dead on that show. That's a part of the reason, like, I really fell out of it.
You died. They just show you in the afterlife, and
you can come back with a magic wish. And ain't no
they
limit.
Flying around and shooting energy.
No
How
limit
much
to it.
Realism did you want?
I need there to be stakes.
There are stakes.
What is the stake?
The stake used to be that if you got wish back once from death, you couldn't get wish back again. But
till they got the Dragon Balls from Namek.
Yeah, that's why they had to get the Dragon Balls from Namek in the first place. But they ended up bringing another Namekian there to get new Dragon Balls. After, I did not want to explain the damn anime, man. But anywho,
this is officially a nerd podcast, so you go ahead into it.
So they ended up having to recruit another Guardian of Earth, so they figured, why not just use the Namekian again?
Yeah.
So they got a little Namekian named Dende that helped them during the Frieza saga, and they had him make new Dragon Balls. And some of the things he changed was how many wishes you could get and how many times you could wish people back to life. So instead of just one wish now, you can get two.
So wait. They wish to change the way wishes work?
No, he has to. It's some kind of. They never explain in depth what he has to do, but he basically has to make the Dragon Balls again.
Okay.
So.
I don't even recall that. I thought Dende was the little.
He was. I mean, he had to stay little, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, before they fought Cell, they got Dende. They went and picked him up because Piccolo fused with Kami, who was the. You
don't need to tell the whole storyline, but yeah, I think
that's like one of the most well-known animes there is.
Yeah,
but also with that said,
but I mean this might bring people around to like wanting to jump into the series again. I've heard that this is a good way to jump into.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, they pretty much cover almost everything word for word, just about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's some things that's going to get glossed over, like little details, but as far as the big stuff, they cover it, they do it, like they basically just CGI out the show.
Right.
So.
And so you basically getting the quick version of the whole Dragon Ball Z storyline.
Yep. Side quests don't count for the story. For anybody who's about to play this game so they can learn about Dragon Ball Z, side quests have nothing to do with any story, though.
Well, they were saying that this it was gonna go into like more lore that hadn't been gone into before. Although it seems like there hasn't been a whole lot of it. One thing that interested me was that somebody said that some NPC gave like a reason why some of the animals are anthropomorphic, like humans, like they have humanoid qualities.
Yeah, That's actually good.
Yeah, they were like
they
took some kind of beast potion for some reason. It was, you know, it was just an offshoot line. It wasn't very interesting, but it's like trying to give like some background of why that is. Like,
I would have preferred, they all from the certain descendants or something like that, you know. But anywho.
So people are comparing that to like midichlorians.
Which is kind of like how people always be like, if Goofy is a dog, why is Pluto can't talk on the leash?
Yeah.
You know.
Why is Pluto like a real life dog?
Right. And Goofy is a dog who gets to do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, well, so far, like I said, so far the game is good. And I haven't, like I said, I'm just at the Saiyan Saga, so this is basically the beginning still. So I haven't gotten far enough into it to know all of that stuff. But I'm purposely wandering around because I know the story so much. So I'm just like, well, what other side stuff can I do?
Yeah. See who you can see.
And fight who I can fight. But man, yeah, you fly pretty much wherever. I'm glad. I'm glad I got off that doggone Nimbus Cloud.
Oh, yeah.
It's slow as crap.
Yeah. And you can ride it if you want.
Yeah, you can still ride it, but
why would you if like you can fly?
It's faster than your basic flight, but it's not faster than like your boosted flight.
So boosted has a cost? Like
your energy
cost?
Yeah, it costs you energy.
So you have to wait for a second?
No, if you get into a fight and like you power up, you get your energy back. Or if you collect these orbs that's around, you get energy back from that too. And there's a lot of orbs.
So why you can't just...
You can't, because it switches mechanics. So like the buttons switch whether you're in a fight or whatnot.
Even though I need the energy to fly.
Yeah. Well, you don't need it to fly. You just need it to boost it fly.
To boost it fly.
Yeah. So you can fly regularly just fine.
Yeah.
So... Okay. But like I said, it's these orbs you collect that are literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can't go a few feet without seeing one of these orbs. So you pick those up and they'll give you a little bit back. Well, they give you a good chunk back. But I'm pretty sure later on in the game it's gonna feel like a little bit.
And those are specifically orbs just for energy. They're just energy.
You're supposed to use them for your skill tree.
Oh. But they also give you energy?
Yeah, when you pick them up, when you pick them up.
Huh.
Not health, just the energy.
Just energy.
Yeah, so they give you that back. But you use them for your skill tree, but different color. There's like 6 different, maybe more. There's like 6 different color orbs, and depending on who you're playing with and depending on what rank that skill is you're trying to level up, depends on what orbs you need and what color, because it's like green, blue, rainbow, whatever. So far, I've only had to actually use green for Piccolo, obviously. Red was for Goku and blue was for Gohan.
Oh.
Yeah. So, which I don't think that was something they did. But I could, like, if you look at the skill tree, you can see that you're going to need those other orbs later on. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I guess, like I said, each skill has a rank, like a star under it. And if you go to the bottom of the skill tree, they got like 4 or 5 stars. So, and of course it's going to cost more. So I'll be able to go.
Well, that's good. That's good because you don't have to be. I'm guessing you switch back and forth.
Yeah, you switch back and forth.
Piccolo, Gohan, and Goku that I know of.
Yeah, as of right now, at least, that's the only people I've picked so far. But I'm pretty sure you'll be playing with other people eventually.
Yeah, so you don't have to just earn the stuff while you're playing with them. You can earn points for the other characters while you're not them.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So that's great.
That's.
I was actually wondering about.
I didn't know what the orbs were for at first. I was just having fun because they like set up like you got to fly through them and all kind of stuff. So it was kind of fun collecting.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah, you really can.
I know.
So like I'm doing all of that, collecting all these orbs, and I'm just like, I don't know what these are for. And then finally I get to the point and it was like, oh, use these for your skill tree skills, and I was just like, oh. And price, cost, and what you have, and so forth. There's a lot of items you get, like when you kill animals and stuff and robots, you get these items, and I'm just like, these are gonna be important sooner or later, I'm sure. Like any other RPGs, I'm probably gonna have some thing that I'm gonna have to make or something that's gonna come up. But so far it's a pretty good open world game, and I'm feeling it. Can't wait to get more back into it.
Cool.
So let's go ahead, wrap this episode up real quick.
You trying to go? I've been playing a lot of Gears of War 5, and I can't
trash.
I can't believe how much I like it. Yeah, I was thinking was going to be complete trash.
I just never been a
Gears
of War fan. I never liked it from day one.
Yeah, you told me. Now, I do not like that headshot thing like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Because you got to shoot them a good few times in the head, even with a strong weapon before it like explodes. And I'm only playing on intermediate, like the second level up from normal or whatever. But it's just a fun ride. And I was only playing it because like just to test the computer out, and I knew that was something I could download pretty quick because you can play like the training mode before the rest of the game downloads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to jump into the training mode just to see where my frames were at and stuff.
Do that, actually.
Yeah, which is great that they're doing that kind of stuff now, because waiting for a download, man, used to be bad. It's not as bad now that speeds are better and stuff.
Oh yeah, man, and they about to be even better with the PS5, man, and the Xbox Series X.
Well, it's going to be better because of the hard drive architecture. Well, solid state drive. Yeah.
Speaking of open world games, Dying Light 2 has been delayed.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that one last week. No, I think it hadn't. I think the news came out like
right after
we did it.
Yeah. So and no date has been announced for when so far. As of right now, it's just been pushed back indefinitely.
Yeah. Another thing I probably should say: we record this on Saturdays, so when this episode comes out, it would have been the Saturday before that we recorded it. Yeah.
I feel like you mentioned that one time before, though. But then again,
I may have, but I felt like it's more important this week because I was super late with putting the episode out. Because I was messing with the computer and everything. Yeah.
I won't say nothing.
Okay.
But I find it kind of funny because I didn't know Square Enix was publishing Dying Light 2. And they are, I don't want to say notorious because I feel like it's not that well known, but some people might know that they have a habit of creeping up on their release dates and they're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
we gotta wait.
They wait all the way until it's almost time to come out.
Yeah,
and then
they back up. So I didn't know. I didn't know they like I said, I didn't know Dying Light 2 was being published by them. But yeah, so that makes 3 of their games that was supposed to be coming out soon that's getting pushed back. That's Dying Light, Avengers, and Final Fantasy 7.
Yep.
So, and that's as far as I know. That's it. There might be some DLC. Final Fantasy 15 got pushed back or something too. I don't know.
I didn't know that was Square though.
Square
that was doing Dying Light. They're publishing Dying Light.
Yeah, But I say I don't think they did the first one. But yeah, they're doing this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I'm looking forward to it. If anybody that ever played Dying Light 1, it's an open world zombie apocalypse game. Like you run, jump through all the buildings and stuff. You pick up hammers and stuff, and eventually you learn how to, make your own weapons. Like you start off with a machete, and you can put like a flamethrower on it or something like that.
From the creators of Dead Island.
Yeah. Which I did enjoy.
Yeah.
But from what I was told, it was because I didn't have Xbox Live at the time, because apparently it's almost a completely different game when it's online.
Wait, you said you didn't enjoy Dead Island?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean,
man, you should have been playing with me and Vernon, man.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't have Xbox Live at the time because I had just moved in with my mom back at that time, and she didn't have internet and she didn't care to get it. And I just moved in town, so I was still trying to get myself together. And the last thing I was about to do was start paying for somebody's internet. And I'm just getting back on my feet.
Right.
So, that was a long time ago.
Strangely enough, we were playing Dead Island on PC at that time.
I definitely didn't have no PC
Neither one of us had like consoles at that time.
Oh,
yeah.
And
matter of fact, it was Vernon 60, but he didn't play it.
Yeah, but I say it was Vernon who was telling me he was like, oh yeah, you probably don't like because you ain't playing it online. And matter of fact, the same thing happened with Payday.
Oh,
with Payday, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Payday
you need
1 or 2. Yeah, because dude, it was such a huge difference when Vernon was like, man, just use your hotspot, but I didn't like using it because it burnt up so fast online, and so.
It burned up. It burned through your data.
It ran through that stuff like a wino or something. It burned through that stuff so fast.
Yeah.
But like when I would do a mission by myself on just with the NPCs and whatever helping me out, and I'd probably get a couple $100. Mm-hmm. I did a mission online with other players, other gamers. We failed the mission. I got like $2,000. Like, what's going on? It was ridiculous. So after that, I was just like, I'm done with this game.
Yeah.
that blew me. But Payday was a great game, though. But yeah, apparently that the same thing was set up for Dead Island.
Yeah, games are kind of set up that way. That's what they want now. They want it to be an experience you want online. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they were kind of
one-sided like that. That's a huge difference. Couple $100 for a completed mission and a few $1,000s for a failed mission. That is unfair.
Oh yeah. You did say you failed the mission and got that much.
Yes.
Dang.
It was like a huge difference. I'll never forget that, y'all. That made me so mad.
Yeah, so that's like incentive to play online.
Yeah, play it online.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Well, no, because it's not a competitive multiplayer at all.
It's team.
Yeah, it's just co-op thing. So it's not like it's any easier online. Well, I guess because you got other players. Yeah, I guess because you got other real
more
players.
Competent people instead of the weak NPCs.
Well, even so, what I meant to say, it's not like it's any easier.
Playing with the NPCs, it's definitely not easier playing by yourself. No, it's far from easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you would think. But
which, man, we talk about games a lot. I started listening to a new drama podcast. Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Drama podcasts I know you know, but drama podcasts are basically...
A lot of people don't know what podcasts are.
Right?
So, yeah,
but a drama podcast is basically like a TV show that you can only listen to. And I told one of my coworkers, and he was just like, oh, so it's like an audiobook. No, it's a lot more in depth than an audiobook. Like, every character, every actor on the thing plays a character, and like everybody has a role. It's legit like a TV show, but you can only hear it.
There are sound effects.
Man, the sound effects that's
what really
crazy.
That's what really
that's really what's that. Dude, you can hear if people are walking on carpet, hard floors, or sitting on the leather couch, or pouring a drink, sipping the drink.
In a good one, at least.
Using the straw. Like every little people, if somebody's scribbling something real quick, like they go in on, and it's like in the first few episodes of a drama podcast I listened to, I didn't pay that stuff any attention. Like it wasn't until like I think it was Two Princes I was listening to. It wasn't until like he went out to the forest and stuff, and you hear all the little chirping and stuff. I was like, okay. And I was just like, wait a minute. I forgot how they got to this point. So I went back to the last episode, and that's when I noticed. I was just like, man, you can hear them walking on the floor and like everything. Like if someone's, if two people are talking and the third person comes up, you hear him walk up.
Right.
And it's like, oh, my queen, we got to do. And I was just
it's very immersive.
Yeah,
surprisingly immersive. More immersive.
Definitely
than
surprisingly immersive.
More immersive, maybe, than even actually watching a TV show.
Yeah,
like it's something about it that puts you in there.
And it was, man, so far, but I guess they hard to find because you can, like on Spotify, there's a section.
It's not really a way to search it.
Right. There's a section on Spotify for like, they say drama, but these kind of podcasts are not the only things in there.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who play Dungeons and Dragons on the thing, which is not the same thing.
Right.
But it's different stuff like that. So you kind of got to weed through the junk.
Yeah.
But the new one I was listening to was called White Vault. It's a horror drama podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that definitely piqued my interest. So basically, it's I'm such trash with this kind of stuff. I can't pronounce the island, but they're on the island. But I know the island is like a part of Iceland. It's like a little further beyond Iceland, and
I would call out Iceland islands and stuff, but I don't want to embarrass you, so I'm not gonna say.
Appreciate that. Good looking out.
Yeah.
But so it's it's some research facilities out there. Like, as far as I know, there's 2 research facilities out there, and they lost communication with the other one.
Okay.
So because it's such a treacherous place to be on your own, like, it's no tourists go there at all.
Yeah.
So, and for the most, before I go into detail about the podcast, like, after episode 5, the creators have they did like a Q&A. So there's a lot of little details I'm about to explain, and that's how I know. So that's how I know this stuff, if anybody's curious. But anyway, so this is a real place.
All right.
Okay. So, well, I don't know if the research facilities are real, but the country is real. The island is real.
Yeah. The location is real.
Yeah, the details about the island are also real. Okay, so apparently there's no other place that has more polar bears than this island.
Oh.
It's like, and there's only 2 towns on this island. It's a law that if you leave the settlements, you have to have a gun. It is a law. You cannot leave the settlements without a gun. It's that bad. So, all right, so like I said, this place is a research facility out here on this island, and like I said, it's past Iceland, so it's a bunch of snow and ice. So they lose communication with one research facility, so the company who owns them has this guy hire this team of specialists of different fields, of course, so they can figure out what's going on. And they figure out what it is, and the tech specialist, he figures out what it is. Basically, someone had like a scrambling signal going on, and he's just like, oh, that's weird. I wonder who made this. But they fixed the issue. So they go back to the main building, and now this storm kicks in, this horrible blizzard kicks in, and communication is like not working properly because of the storm. So they can't get any signal out to tell anybody to come pick them up. So they're stuck here, and the storm lasts for weeks.
Yeah.
And all this weird stuff starts happening. They find this like hatch inside the facility, and they follow it down, and then all of a sudden it stops being like, it's like metal, whatever. It's like a metal hatch. I mean, it's like a metal walkway, but then it stops being like a metal walkway, and it's just rock at this point. So they're just like, and this is like a mining cave or something. So they tie some rope to the end of the handrail, because apparently the handrail goes pretty far in. So, and this is all details I got from listening to the podcast, just FYI.
Right, because they unfold the story that way.
Everything. Yeah. So they walking into this,
but they tell it in a dialogue fashion,
right? Like
not
it's like
a
it's
narrative
on.
fashion.
They're not narrating.
Narrated.
It's not. Well, it's kind of being narrated because it's supposed to be like found footage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a found footage type thing. Not all drama podcasts are like this, but this one is. It's supposed to be like found footage. So yeah, it's only slightly narrated. Later, be like, okay, we found this tape or video, and we can play it back, and so it plays out like that.
But they're not sitting there saying like the pathway was long, so they tied a rope around.
Yeah, no, it's nothing like right. It's nothing like that. So they go through this thing, and they find this village. It's like an ancient village in there, but there's nobody in there. So, and that's why I'm gonna stop telling the story, because after that, I'm kind of going to be ruining it. It still took a long time. I felt like it took too long for the weird stuff to start happening, but either way, it's good, and I'm nowhere near done with it because it's like 3 seasons of it, and I'm not even done with the first one yet. So
how many episodes in the season?
I don't know.
Oh, you hadn't even looked.
No, because I'm listening to it while I'm working, so it's just playing, and I'm moving and doing my thing, and it's just playing and playing and playing.
I like that you said that, because listening to it while you're working, I feel like that's the perfect podcast thing. If you're able, if you work a kind of job where you can be wearing headphones or whatever. That's the perfect thing to do, is listen to a podcast.
Yep, and it, like I said, it just
nice to
play
sit and
one
listen
episode.
to this podcast.
Right. Like it'll play one episode after another, and it goes on and on. I also like that this podcast doesn't give they don't do credits. A lot of drama podcasts, after each episode, it'll be like, oh, the voices you heard were such and such as such and such as
so it just
scientists.
Goes straight through.
Yeah, it just goes to the next episode. It'll be like an introduction to the next episode, but it won't be. But they don't do the whole cast breakdown and stuff every episode, which is kind of good because I can't stand that.
Yeah,
because it rattles on kind of long, especially if it
cuts into
the immersion.
It ruins the immersion. Definitely,
yeah. I mean, granted, the intro kind of does too, but the intro doesn't go on nearly as long as those credits do. So, and actually, they mentioned that they purposely don't do that in that little Q&A I said they did, and I was just like, oh, I noticed that, and I was so happy that they didn't do that because I hate it. I can't stand it. But I mean, I get it. Every show and movie has credits. So, but I don't like it. But anywho, yeah, I'm just gonna stop it right there. But they shouted out when they advertised a horror podcast that apparently helped them get the idea of doing a horror podcast. I think it's called Sleepless or Hard to Sleep or something like that. I put it in I saved it in my notes, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah.
Let me see real quick.
You're gonna shout that one out too? Advertisements for
No Sleep.
Podcast.
It's the No Sleep podcast. It's another horror podcast. But that's where they got partially their idea to do this, and I just thought that was real cool.
I remember you were saying you were interested in doing something like that.
I do, man, but
it's work.
I know they were going into that. Like one of the dudes was saying, of course they not all in the same country, because I think one person is Icelandic, because the lady who made it, she specifically didn't want everybody to be the same nationality. So the guy who hired all the specialists, he's Icelandic. Another lady is German. Another lady is from Mexico City. One of the guys, he's Canadian and Russian. He's a Russian Canadian. At least that's specifically how they call him. Don't ask. But and one guy's an American. So it's it's all mixed up. But the Icelandic dude they was asking him how he records, and he's like, "Oh, I got my laptop with a mic. Sounds similar to our setup, but he was like, he throw a blanket over, over himself, so to kill the echo,
that's
or whatever.
That's all you really have to do.
Yeah, and he was just talking about how hot it gets under there when he's messing up his lines and stuff. I was just like, "Woo, I know what you mean about how hot it gets." I don't even want to think about trying to do this under the blanket.
Yeah, because usually I cut the air conditioning off, but apparently I didn't.
Oh,
I don't know if you can hear that,
but I heard
certainly
it, but I didn't pay it any attention.
Well, I can hear what's going
Ooh, you gonna be able to fix that?
This. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be fine. Then we don't ever need to turn it on. I'm just messing with you.
It's not gonna be as good as usual, but it will be fine.
But yeah, it's really good. Matter of fact, I meant to send you that link, but when I started listening to it was also when you was trying to call me, and I told you I was in a place where I got no signal at all.
Yeah.
So I couldn't.
So do you download them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of them, which is good that I had to leave that part of time when I did, because I was catching up on the end. The only thing that saved me was that Q&A episode. Each of the episodes is 30 minutes long. That Q&A episode was an hour and 20 minutes long. That helped me out because I kind of wanted to skip it, but then when I seen how much time it was and that I only had the episode after that downloaded, I was just like, ooh, I can't. If I skip this, I'm not gonna be able to listen to it until I get back to civilization.
Yeah.
So I just kept it going.
Right. That's cool.
But I ended up learning a lot about that. Did you know polar bears do not hibernate?
No.
I thought all bears did. Polar bears don't hibernate.
I don't think that all. Like, I don't know that most
the
bears
female
hibernate.
polar bear will hibernate if she has a cub. But outside of that, they don't. Polar bears don't hibernate.
You learned that on Fairy Tales?
Oh, because
hey, I didn't even see you was wearing a shirt.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't even.
Shout out to Fairy Tales. I am Tunes. But man, but no, she covered that in the Q&A because she was like a lot of research she had to do, and there's no sound bites of polar bears roaring or anything.
So
National Geographic and them, they make it up. There's no sounds of polar bears roaring or anything like that. They usually would use a grizzly bear and just put that in there. There's no sounds of an actual polar bear doing that.
What?
Crazy, right? Yeah, because the dude who do the special effects, he was also in the Q&A, and he was saying he found that out trying to get the sound for it because he was like, you can't find. There's no polar bear sounds.
So do they just not get agitated or
I'm pretty sure they probably do, but there's only I think there's only ever been 8 in captivity at all, and most of them die. So, I forgot. There's one, and apparently, if you into the whole animals and stuff, it's a popular one, but she's the only polar bear who's been raised in captivity successfully. They almost always die.
Huh?
Yeah. So, but no, there's no real polar bear sounds or whatever.
Dang.
And he was saying that he asked could he come to the zoo to try to get something like that, and everybody passed on him except for some place, Utah, I think. A zoo in Utah told him it was okay, he could come, but I don't know what he's gonna do to get these sounds.
Yeah,
prod him or something.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. It's kind of like, do you really want to be the guy getting the polar bear sound?
And is it necessary?
I don't know. He's probably like you. He's a perfectionist.
So yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get that.
So he's like, I'm not satisfied with grizzly bear sounds.
I do get it.
I'm not satisfied with grizzly bear sounds. I want it to be an authentic
polar bear. Because it's going to be one person on there. It's not a polar bear.
Now, the funny thing is, what if the polar bear is just like, and he's not going to use that then. That's not scary. True. Well, then again, that might be a little scary. It's middle of nowhere. You hear something beating through the door and big ass polar bear just. Is that a glitch in the Matrix? What is that?
That sound effect is awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'll throw you off like a dog meowing or something. And completely lose your mind.
If something just look at you and do that. Just think about any animal, maybe a cat, that'd be fine. I mean, I wouldn't freak out too much, but if a dog came up to me and said, the littlest dog, I don't care what it is, like, get that thing away from me.
Oh, man. I didn't realize it was that funny. There is a little cat type animal that has like a weird cry. It's very weird. It almost doesn't sound animalistic at all. It sounds like almost like techie, like your computer messing up or something.
Huh. Yeah,
I forgot what it's called. It's a weird cat. I got this video saved in my YouTube favorites. I have to show it to you after the podcast, and I guess I'll post it. I'll post a clip of it on the podcast page. But
a house cat or more like
it's a wild cat, but they don't grow really big. They're little,
like ocelots.
It might be ocelot. That does sound right.
I don't know that they.
It has like a weird.
It has a weird cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do have weird cries. Yeah, kind of like. I think.
Man, you ain't gonna let me live that down. I know that's gonna be clipped on the Instagram page. Oh Lord.
All right. I think we can close it out with.
Close out.
Yeah, we good.
That's it. Well, before we go, Trump revealed the
What? How you gonna come up with some Trump stuff? What?
Trump revealed
what happened?
Trump revealed the Space Force logo.
Oh.
And I'm hoping you can put it on screen.
Yeah.
It looks an awful lot like the Star Trek one. In fact, I would say it pretty much is, with the exception of the American Space Force Association of Air Force or Air Force Division. Or
Bro, why you ain't open with that? I had no idea about this.
I was trying to get to it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got a whole hour.
You let me sit up there and say, nah.
I mean, you was having a moment.
You can see this thing over here.
Not really.
I'm trying not to let it go on as long as it did last week. Huh.
Which I don't know if they officially used. That's an actual screenshot from his Twitter. Actually, I don't know if they actually. I don't know if they actually used the Star Trek one, because I know the Star Trek one looks a little different, but that's pretty doggone close.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah, it's not. I think the Star Trek one has like a longer leg or something on the left, but it's.
Yeah, here go. They got the side by sides.
Yep. Basically a copy of Star Trek Starfleet symbol.
Oh yeah.
That's right. They forgot. They tweaked it a little bit for the newer episodes, but yeah, this man. I mean,
yeah.
Which is funny because it's pretty much what Star Trek is in the first place.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little. They definitely had some inspiration from that.
Yep, and hopefully they can sue.
Yeah. If they didn't get any, lot of suing going on.
Ain't it? Seems like every time we turn around, somebody getting sued.
Yeah, getting sued or extorted or whatever. Speaking of that, the story from last week, the MXR Plays YouTube channel, they came out with another video after we did the episode, saying that they can't get their videos monetized anymore.
Yeah, you sent me that and I saw that. Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, they're like, their videos just aren't being reviewed. Like, they're just sitting there waiting to be reviewed for monetization. And their videos get like 1 million views out the gate.
When we gonna get there?
Or like
maybe we
hundreds of thousands. We need
to start reviewing memes then, if that's how they.
Yeah.
That's how they
get on here.
Let's review some memes on here.
Yeah, but you gotta get a girl on there though. That's the only way it works. That's the only way it works out.
Yeah, we missing that regular cuteness factor.
Yep, you got to have some regular cuteness on the show.
I'm telling you,
that's what does it. All right, are we ready now?
Well,
you got anything else you want to add? You free to add anything else. I'm actually asking.
No, anything I add, I'll be pulling out of thin air.
Okay, well, let's not just pull stuff out of thin air, and let us know what you thought of this episode and everything. Like, subscribe, and all that. Anything possible you can do to show that you mess with us, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Oh man, thanks for there's that one thing.
What?